Hello everybody, Eleni, although I'm not sure if I actually told you guys my name was Eleni. Whatever. Anyways, you might have noticed that I have a different background. That is because I am in a different house. Yes, I was living in the East Coast with my boyfriend, but I moved back to the West Coast with my family because me and my boyfriend broke up. Actually, no, we didn't break up until after I moved back, because he's a slut. But that has nothing to do with anything. Oh yeah, today's video I actually want to talk about the whole nice guys finish last stuff. And also, how certain people that I've talked to view relationships, and then I'm probably going to mention how I view a relationship, what I think a relationship should be, if that makes any sense. I'm rambling because I'm not good at talking to people, and I'm even worse at talking to machinery. Hello camera, how you doing? Sorry, anyways, let's move on. Alright, the first topic we'll dabble in would be the whole nice guys finish last thing that has been going around a lot lately. I partially blame Kev Jumba and all of them for making that video, which was lovely. It was a lovely song, I loved it. But yeah, basically a lot of guys have been using it as an excuse to be a douchebag. Or no. Yeah, actually, yeah. A lot of guys use it as an excuse to be a douchebag. They're like, oh, well, nice guys finish last, so I guess I have to be an asshole to get your attention. It's like, no. If you were actually listening to the video, you'll notice how, by being douchebags at the end, they didn't get the girl. They had to go back to being nice and being, like, an actual, like, good guy for them to, like, yeah, to actually win the girl's heart. See, they're only, like, a lot of guys are only taking, like, little parts of the idea and they just don't get it. They don't get it. Anyways. Also a lot of guys, like, if they get, if a girl breaks up with them or something, they're like, oh, it's because I was too nice, oh, I was too good to her, and all of that. And, like, I've had boyfriends, like, actually pull that card. They're like, oh, my ex-girlfriend, she broke up with me because I was too nice to her, da-da-da. And then when I actually dated him, I found out why. 'Cause he was actually a cheater. Well, not all of them, but some cheated, some were just really possessive, and, like, they insinuated a lot of things, and they, like, assumed, and they didn't want to talk about issues. They more, they were too ready to jump into a fight instead of actually work through things. Like, their idea of working through things was yelling and screaming and insulting, when my idea of working through things is actually sitting down, having a discussion, getting both of your ideas out on the table, and then, yeah, anyways. Yeah, so it really bugs me when guys say, like, that they're nice guys or whatever. It's like, what are you trying to prove? Well, obviously you're trying to prove that you're a nice guy, but really, it's, as soon as I hear it, I assume you're a douchebag. Like, yeah. Blah. Anyways, next topic. Well, actually, before I go to the next topic, the reason I assume that they're douchebags is because, like, if you're an actual nice guy, you wouldn't have to say it. That's just who you are. That's your, yeah. It's deep in your bones. You don't have to go telling people. What the fuck? Anyways. Sorry. Okay, so moving on. After my breakup and moving back and stuff, I ended up, like, talking to a lot of my friends, which were males, and I got a lot of them sort of, when they're talking about like girls, they sort of painted them in like a evil light, which is a whole other issue that I will most likely get to in a different video. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sick. A lot of them brought up the whole alpha and beta thing, how like if you're a guy you have to be an alpha and be dominant and stuff like that to get a girl, and you have to basically be a jerk. You have to like have her call you and don't answer her calls and don't text her right away, and basically like play with her, like keep her trying to get with you. Yeah. Personally, if a guy did that to me, I wouldn't want to be with him. Because, like, you should, like, if you love somebody or like somebody, you should like let them know, like, hey, you, I like you, and I'm not gonna like ignore your calls or whatever. Because, like, if a guy did that, I would be like, oh, he must not like me, or he's not that interested in me, whatever, moving on. It's yeah, just stupid. And okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. He was saying how beta is the lowest, and I was like, dude, you do know that omega is the lowest of the low? And he's like, no, beta's the lowest. I was like, no, in a wolf pack, alpha is the highest, it's the most dominant, and then the second in command is the beta. And they take care of the pups, and they're really protective of the pups and stuff. And then the omega is basically the pack. It's not really an outcast, like it's really important to the pack, but like a like they basically, it's basically treated like a second class citizen in the whole wolf pack. But yeah, he tried to argue with me, and I was like, look it up, and then he did, and he was like, yeah. Yeah. I don't say, like, okay. It kind of feels like the way they explain it makes it sound like women are just sort of objects to be claimed. And I don't know, I don't think I'd really want to be with a guy that just thought of me as an object. Which, like, some guys are like, well, all guys think this way, so you're shit out of luck. I'm like, well, fine. Girls. But I know, like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, impossible for all guys to think that way. Like, they can't all be douchebags, right? Yeah. It's like, yeah. That can also go with the other video. I'll get into it later. But yeah. And I believe that if you're in a relationship, or if you want to be with somebody, you should let them know, and you shouldn't be playing like some sort of a power trip. Like, you shouldn't be like sort of fighting for power. Relationships shouldn't be about who has more power. It should be how much you love the other person, like how much you want to be with them, and how much you respect them as a human being. Like, if a guy is with me and he's like thinking like that way, like, oh, well, if I love her too much, or if I give her too much power, she wins, or she has more power over me, if he's like worried about that all the time, it's basically tainting the relationship. The relationship's not pure. It's just, yeah, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like paper mache armor, kind of. Like, you can make it look real, but like if someone stabs you, it's just it's gonna go right through. Like, it's not gonna be a strong relationship because it's not really going to be real. Whatever. Yeah. So yeah, that was my rant. I'll probably like mention more of it later in different videos, but I figured I should make a video because I haven't for a long time, and I had said that I was going to, and right now I have a lot of time on my hands because I can't find work. Looking, but can't find it because I'm, yeah. Bye.